You know, Sven, Tidehunter, good Storm Spirit game. I'm liking it. They have a lot of team fight, nothing to stop the Tidehunter from using the Ravage. I'm gonna go with them. Shard got nerfed as well. Level 10 talent also got a bit of a nerf. Let me just check the numbers once again.
It's not in front of you right now.
It's not.
Blade Fury on the XXS. He's getting chased down. Might end up dead. Stroke of Fate, though, slows down Ame to keep XXS alive. However, Borax will lose that courier. Gush, though, on to Y. He's trying to survive with the Shadow Word. I don't know if he will. You need a couple more shots with the Stroke of Fate and one more there from XXS to get the finish on Innocence.
He was holding on to 3 rings, cosplaying Sauron. Pretty hard to kill. Like with this hood, they just don't have enough damage. They probably need like Omni Slash, Blade Fury plus a tiny rotation to be able to kill him mid lane.
On White Album, he's stunned up. Can't get the kill on it, nothing to say. He'll lose his life. Inkswell was placed on White Album. Never really had a chance to go off though. I was almost thinking that this is just being built off maybe the assumption. Avalanche toss with the Fire Staff cookie kill on Talana. Being built off the assumption that they go and get the Philosopher's Stone. Going Guardian Greaves next on the Brood for the sustain for LGD. Looking over at the Ogre, that's an army of spiders that are coming your way.
Needs to set some vamps.
There go all the spiders.
There we go.
But did that bait XXS in? That's the question. Omni Slash bouncing around onto this Tide. The Chaotic Offering gets used. And now they've got the Fatal Bonds on all 4. They're going to go for this. They've got the Avalanche to follow it up. They look over at Latham. Stormhammer thrown at this Tiny. I don't know if that's even going to keep alive the Ogre. They've got the damage from the Fatal Bonds as they attack Borax. They'll get 2. This could potentially lead to Roche. So, yeah, you've got that Ravage, but you're fighting in to potentially Fatal Bonds, Mortimer's Kisses, Chaotic Offering, Omni Slash. Like, there's a lot here where LGD may have time to react. Ball Lightning coming all the way through. They've got the Avalanche that hits, and he's looking for the Ravage, but the Avalanche stops us for a second. They've got the Ravage that goes off. They're shooting the damage onto the Warlock. Can he get the Chaotic Offering off? Yes, he can! With the Fatal Bonds! Borax ends up dead. Stormhammer thrown to the Tiny. It's only a 1-for-1 so far. Faith Beyond looking for a target. Mortimer's Kisses comes out onto the Sven, who's forced to pop the BKB. XS is trying to take the attention because he knows he's so tanky. It's exactly what he's done, but now you've used the Ravage. You've used God's Strength.
So no real casualties lost there. They also show that they're much stronger at the team fighting right now. Sven had a BKB there, had to use it defensively to just run away.
White needs to be careful, or even goes to the backlines, looking over at Borax for the Vortex. Borax low. Low Shredder comes in. That will get the kill onto at least the Grim Stroke. They look over at XSS. They've got the stun and nothing to say. The Fire Snap Fuki, they're right on top of Lano, and they'll take out the Ogre. White Album and XXS are able to leave, but this tier 2's going down.
Like, this is pretty obvious. Like, this type of scans where you just go as 5 and no one's showing on the map, you use a scan. Enemy team will know something is up.
Ravage timing is soon. Ball Lightning looking all the way over. They've got the Vortex, but they don't have the Ravage just yet. It's still on cooldown for 3 more seconds. They've got the Blade Fury off. Ame with the Healing Ward as well. Mortimer's Kisses, Upheaval, slowing them down. Nothing to say, looking for his opportunity to blink in and get the Avalanche as well as the toss. And he's going to go to the back lines. Finds himself 1. He only throws the toss out. The damage with the Stormhammer. XSS is probably setting up for the Ravage. He's trying to throw it out, but they've got themselves the Avalanche. The Ravage comes in. It's going to be enough to stop LGD. They look over as the Vortex feeds on Ame. They start to get low on this jump. But look at these heroes on ASTER. They're going to start to fall apart. Latham, White Album, Monet. See you later. 3 heroes gone. All they lost right now is Ame. They're going to look over at XSS and try to chase. Nothing to say. Blink Dagger available in 5 seconds, but XXS has a Blink Dagger of his own, and he'll find his way into the trees, TP out.
Yeah, at what cost? They lose so many heroes. Tide almost dies on top of it. Like PSG LGD, they have this game. You know, Juggernaut, I love build on Ame, tanking up, getting Scotty to be able to just slow them down. XXS in a lot of trouble.
Little Shredder, minus armor with the Solar Crest. Do they have the damage? He is low. Blade Fury there on
Look at this green circle.
Survives with 100 health. Pushes him away though. Do they go for Roche off? Just pushing him away. They have no Ravage. This is tough to combat. If you are ASTER, it's going down very quickly with the Solar Crest. Storm thinking about using that Ball Lightning, maybe looking to jump in on this. They're TPing in, and there's the War Cry, Stroke of Fate. They're going to focus on the Roche and try
nice toss back.
Get this kill on a Roche, and it's snatched by LGD. ASTER, they get the kill on a Roche. They take out nothing to say. They've also lost Innocence. Ignite's being thrown around. XSS moving forward. He still doesn't have a Ravage to play with for another 20 seconds. They did snatch the Aegis, so they have a second life
Dark
available on
Portrait,
Ame.
let's see the damage.
Jug taking a lot of damage. Blade Fury away. Jinkyu might be the one they focus on now. But Force Staff onto the low ground. Ball lightning all the way to the back. White Album.
He's out of mana.
Out of mana. Jinkyu, though, out of health.
Exactly. Like, you can see that the Dark Portrait is dealing decent amount of damage, nothing too serious at the moment.
How do I prove I'm tired? Do I have to yawn more?
No, you're gonna prove me you're tired of being wrong, so you're gonna be right.
Well, I was wrong on my perfect world prediction. Who would take first Roche in this game? It was just on the edge after. I took LGD. Ball lightning as well as the Vortex that comes through. Onto Faith Beyond. They'll get the kill. The Chaotic Offering is going to be committed to this, but they just don't have any follow-up. So, Golem gone and Ame moving in. He's going to Omni Slash damage on Aladdin. They got an Ogre, and they also get the Grimstroke. So they'll buy back on one of their supports.
No mana on him.
Low, but look at the Tiny. He gets ripped apart by this Sven. Blade Fury, not enough to finish off XXS. Monet on the run. Glimmer Cape once again.
Oh, good Psychic Headband to push him away. 2 buybacks, one from Lanham, one from Nothing to Say. Like, Tiny needs to pick up something from this Roshan if they want to go in.
Right.
Radiant using a scan, they know something's cooking.
Then they're going to go.
This damage coming out from Sven right now, like, supports just melt. Jinkyu trying to build Heaven's Halberd. Ogre.
On it too. They get the kill in a while. They're going to look over to this Tiny. Nothing to say. He just bought back the Force Staff, trying to get him away, but the Vortex is there to pull him back. They got the Fire Staff Cookie that stunned up White Armor for a second. They'll toss him up into the air, but they end up losing Tiny. So Tiny gone for 100 seconds. No buyback. This game has really just fallen apart for LGD.
Another way of dispelling things, which is not that bad. You know, Kraken Shell is the one that you can rely on since you're tanky enough.
Especially when you're looking to just blink in. Blink in the middle, Ravage, Anchor Smash if you get low. Ooh, they found Faith Beyond again. Inkswell on top, he's trying to run with these Spiderlings. Now the Stormhammer comes out, he's going to be dead.
Monet just completely popping off in this game. He's also going for Satanic. And they have good setup for Ravage with the Storm Spirit, Aghanim Scepter. Sven, once he goes in, he also doesn't feel very killable at the moment.
Swift Slash. Omni's still on cooldown for a minute, but now they're going to find themselves a Sapphire. Ball ending with a Vortex. Upheaval still slowing these heroes down. However, God's Strength and the damage onto the tier 3 in the racks don't care. Avalanche, toss. They found XXS.
Not the hero that you want. They wanted Sven.
Yeah, they really do want Sven because he's got Ravage. XSS could have blown in, then they could have jumped in.
Jug decided to go for Nullifier. I think that's a good idea, considering the situation. He can dispel Warcry, he can dispel Inkswell, Solar Crest, so many things to dispel on the enemies, like Ghost Scepter on Ogre as well, Bloodlust. Like, this is a great pickup.
They'll walk about on the high ground. They've got the Vortex on it too, as well as XSS coming in with the Ravage. That's avoided by Ame with the Blade Fury, but they already got the kill and Nothing to Say as well as Y. They'll take out Faith Beyond. All 3 heroes don't have buyback. Jinkyu might be next. The game might be next. Ame stunned up, pops the Manta, stunned again, and now here with the Vortex, Stroke of Fate all coming through with the Inkswell.
And this might be it. Like,
just dies.
They're gonna call it. Yeah. Sven, Monet, great performance on the hero, manages to make a comeback. PSG LGD, they were putting a lot of pressure with the Broodmother invading the jungle, but a couple of bad team fights, and suddenly ASTER is back on track.
Yeah, I don't know, LGD, they needed to find the finishing move because they never really made it to the high ground.
I like this sustained draft from Team ASTER with the Legion Commander, the Dispel. We saw what the new Shard can do on top of the Treant Protector.
Sure.
I'm gonna go with them.
So Y just standing in the face of XXS as well as Jinkyu again.
Not so fast.
So, you know, they're having a stun hits mid and Nothing to Say dies for first blood. White Album getting the solo kill.
Here comes the tips. They also know that Last Track should not be able to solo kill the puck. He knows how to fake those stuns and then land them perfectly, saving a point. I think 2 points in Lightning Storm is enough.
Beyond. Getting chased here. Another Toxin down. The right-click damage on Aladdin. And the last Understrike with the right-clicks from Faith Beyond are enough to get the kill here onto the Treant. Faith Beyond does get low, but he's A-okay in lane. And nothing to say, is just he's really falling for the feints every time. And that's what left the opening for the first blood. That's what left the opening for the kill.
There's the
now
coil.
off the level 6, but
He's
he's
very
doing
low
a lot
on
of
HP.
damage. Faith Beyond's the one who rotates. They've
Just
got the
breaks the
silence,
coil.
snaps the coil, and he's dead.
Damage coming out from Fate Beyond, like 3 points in poison attack plus Urn of Shadows. It's ton of damage because it's very hard to invade the triangle. Venomancer, like if you know how, you don't get hit by the Ancients, you don't get hit by the creeps, and yeah, you get a ton of farm. Glimpse back.
Yeah, they've got the glimpse. They'll have the right-click damage as well as the kinetic field. Fire Snap Cookie, is it enough? No. He'll die to the poison. So trying to take the tier 1 tower, Nature's Grasp, to clean up these creeps. They've also got the TP in for the Snapfire, Wraithfire Blast over on the Faith Beyond. They've got the Overgrowth with it. Viper Strike thrown over on Alanum with the Mortimer's Kisses coming out. XSS is looking for a duel. He'll find it onto Jinkyu, get the winner. Winner chicken dinner. And he's got himself 10 damage.
So Viper getting closer to that Helm of the Overlord, which you can take 2 Ancient creeps, which is gonna be big.
XXS, by the way, when we've seen this Legion before do this, has that shard queued up. Press the attack, and now the Static Storm as well as the Kinetic
He's
Field. They're
super
onto the
tanky.
back lines. He's very tanky, but the
But
Earth
not
Splitter
that
coming
tanky.
in. And he's getting low. The right clicks from Faith Beyond. They've got themselves a Wukong's Command as well as the sweep out of 3 of these heroes. So Faith Beyond's going to move in with the damage as well as Ame. They've got the kill on a White Album and they'll finish off Borax. 3 heroes dead, potentially looking for a 4th. Line him on the run. Why moving in? So is Ame. They've got the kinetic field. They'll have the damage to get the kill. It goes over to Jinkyu.
They have so many things to keep him inside Wukong's command. Well, Mud Golems, they were a good team, but Granite Golems, like this is tier 1 team.
Yeah.
Like this is a team that wins TI.
That's a top 2 in the EU. Granite Golems. Looking over bottom. White Album glimpse back. He's not in the kinetic field, but they should be able to get the kill. Yule's up into the air. Ame looking to set up. He's also got Faith Beyond nearby. So they will get that kill. Granite Golem just right-clicking Borax and pushing away both Borax and Lanham. Making it 11 seconds. Having 2 seconds of spell immunity, basically. They'll go with Kinetic Field. They'll look over at Lanham.
There's the BKB.
They've got the Boundless Strike as well as the Glimpse, the Fire Snap Cookie. Now the Dream Coil down. They land the Sweeper. They've got the Mortimer's Kisses coming into the Overgrowth before he ends up dying. They'll look to get the kill on a Faith Beyond. He's getting low. Throws at a Viper Strike. He's dead to start. But with the BKB in the Wukong Circle, ASTER will retreat, and that's not really the best Wukongs. BKB, you know, he still needs 1,450 gold on Ame. But he's got that Daedalus.
He hurts.
outputting
Like
a
one
good amount of
Boundless
damage.
Strike could take out the supports pretty much if he has the Jingu.
Duel out onto Jinkyu. They catch this Disruptor. And White Album, BKB, Wukong's committed.
Again,
Splitter
on
in a
nothing.
decent spot. White Album, he gets hit, but still is that BKB. They'll look over at Ame, and he just TPs out.
2 Wukongs in a row don't hit anything. Like I love this. Snapfire with the Blink Dagger and the Shard. You can just potentially bounce people out of the Wukong's command. And the stun. Like it's a long duration stun, 2-second stun. Meanwhile, Monkey King is doing Roshan while
Nothing to
Legion
say,
Commander.
Docs.
Yeah.
So is it worth it, though? Nothing to say. He goes down. They do pick up the Aegis.
Potentially. Use one on Legion Commander, use one on Raid King while they're in Wukong's command, undispellable. They need this AC on Raid King. Aura on ET, level 3, so it's not 100% once he's next to heroes, and there's also minus armor coming up from the Solar
They're going to
Crest.
go here onto Ame. Look at the damage with the Mortimer's Kisses, and he just kind of allows himself to die.
But they're fine with that. There was still, 1 minute left on Aegis, so ASTER is pretty okay with it.
They throw a Wraithfire Blast. Static Storm comes in, but the damage being done to Ame. He's not going to survive this. Popping BKB.
Wukongs?
Can he get anything off? No, he can't. Ame, even with them in the Static Storm and the Dream Coil, they end up losing this Monkey King. They've got the duel out onto Faith Beyond.
No damage, but it's gonna be a kill.
That,
You talked about, remembering Ame's itemization, what happens. What about stuff like this? out in 20 seconds. Ton of damage coming out from Lashrak's Edict.
Yeah, this tier 3's gone.
Plus AC, a lot of synergy. Like, they're gonna lose this barracks.
They're
Minus
not landing
armor
the
from
sweeps. They've got the Dream Coil on
Low
the 3
Shredder.
as well as the Silence. Do they have anything to follow this up? Not at the moment without the Monkey King. That's going to keep them close for a second.
They need to get more out
Pop
of
the
this.
second life. Oh, sweet. All right, it lands. They've got the Monkey King back. Now the Static Storm. They've got the Super, the BKB pop. They'll go to the TP.
BKB
And they have
TP out.
nothing to stop those TPs.
They already used the glyph, so they get nothing. Man, what a play from Aster. Okay.
They're going to smoke.
Also, he bought a shard on Wraith King. They have no mana burn whatsoever. They don't have a single hero that
Is it
can
for
burn
the
mana.
Skeletons? Overgrowth, Boundless Strike. They've got the Kinetic Field, and now the Dream Coil comes out on the 2. Mortimer's Kisses from the side as well as the Wukongs, but they're already out of it. The Static Storm, though, will get the kill on the line. They'll pop the Lincolns, and they'll look over. Ame, he's not dealing with a lot of health, but Faith Beyond starting to hit over onto Borax. They've got the Fire Snap Quickie coming around the side. They've got the Overwhelming Blink on another thing to say. And Phase Shift, Kinetic Field, keeping them away for the moment, and they've got the sleep out onto Monet. He still has that BKB to work with. Now the duel comes through.
Let's see the
trying to hit
crits.
away. Do they have the damage? Wraith Fire Blast, Monet. Oh, he gets caught. So does XXS. Why is dead? Monet now without his second life. But he pops the BKB and he starts to run at this LGD side. Right clicks coming in as well as the Overwhelming Blink. They've got the kill on a Faith Beyond. Nothing to say comes over with the Waning Rift. The Silence is there. Phase Shift. Tommy in pretty deep. This is the Balance Strike. Can he get Jingu to proc at all? Little Shredder on him. Now White
Lashrak's
Album,
low
he's
on
popped
mana.
his BKB. Nothing to say though, goes into Borax. They've slept up both Monet as well as Borax, but don't get the kill just yet.
Greaves in a
into
sec.
the tree. Primal Spring. Guardian Greaves gets popped.
10 seconds
clicks
until
coming
reincarnation.
through. Can Ame survive? He's been stunned up. He's so low. Can't get the Balance Strike out. Nothing to say. He'll follow suit and down goes wide. 4 heroes dead on LGD.
Oh, what a play. Aster, they will go for the finish. Let me just check the buybacks. No buyback on Ame. He needs 1,000 gold. No buyback on Puck. He needs 100. There is still a bounty rune on the top lane if someone wants to TP there and pick it up so he has a buyback. They're going to finish the game because they don't have the buyback on Puck.
Static Storm doesn't matter. Press the attack is on the Wraith King. They'll start to go after the throne. They'll take the first life out of the hands of Monet, but the right clicks are in. They have nothing to stop this, and they'll call GG. Aster bring it back again, and LGD will fall 2-0 to Aster.
PSG LGD, they had Roshan, they had the Aegis, decided to kind of throw the game there. But Team Aster, they're looking very crisp.
Yeah, they look good for the second season in a row.